Breaking Bad is a prequel to The Walking Dead.
Holy shit.
Welcome back to Director's Choice. Of all the crazy fan theories out there, this might just be the craziest. Would you believe us if we told you that Breaking Bad was a prequel to The Walking Dead? Sounds completely absurd, doesn't it? Well, in this episode, we will be showing you all the ways Breaking Bad connects to The Walking Dead. It may seem almost impossible to connect a show about drug dealing to one about zombies, but you would be surprised to learn just how many connections exist between the two shows. Many fans do not doubt that the two shows exist within the same universe, and after watching this video, you might just join them.
You're goddamn right.
The events of The Walking Dead take place years after Breaking Bad, in a time when most of the Earth's population has been wiped out. The origin of all the problems faced in The Walking Dead can be traced back to Breaking Bad. There are 6 parts to this theory. While some parts seem rock solid, others might feel a bit far-fetched. But when these 6 parts are combined, they create a rather airtight connection between the two series. Number 1. Blue meth. Perhaps the most undeniable connection between the two series is the blue meth drug. This drug appears first in Breaking Bad and then again in The Walking Dead. In episode 2 of The Walking Dead Season 2, Daryl finds several drugs in his brother, Merle Dixon's stash bag. One of the drugs is none other than the infamous Blue Sky meth that was created by chemist and future drug lord Walter White. In Breaking Bad, Walter creates a drug that would go on to become very successful. In fact, this drug is what changes Walter into a drug lord. Now going by Heisenberg, the Kingpin grows more ruthless as time passes. Many fans were surprised to see Walter's drug in Merle's stash. For something so important to the story of Breaking Bad, it's weird for it just to pop up in The Walking Dead without a reason. Clearly, there's more to the Blue Sky meth cameo than meets the eye. Could Walter's drug have started the entire zombie apocalypse in The Walking Dead? Is it possible that those who smoked too much Blue Sky meth turned into the undead zombies we saw in The Walking Dead? While this may seem like a far-fetched theory, it can be backed by facts. Throughout the Walking Dead series, it was never clear what exactly started the apocalypse that almost destroyed the world. In the series, both the characters and the viewers were oblivious to the bigger plot and had no idea of the root cause of the apocalypse. The Walking Dead had a way of focusing on each character in a way that allowed viewers to connect with the character but didn't allow viewers to grasp the bigger picture. Even after 8 seasons of The Walking Dead, viewers still didn't know what caused the apocalypse. Number 2. Jesse Pinkman the drug dealer. You might be wondering where Merle got his hands on Blue Sky meth. How is it possible that a drug that exclusive ended up in Merle's drug stash? So here's the connection you've been looking for. In The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 12, Daryl speaks to Beth about a drug dealer who used to sell to Merle. He described this drug dealer as a janky little white guy who liked to say, "I'm gonna kill you, bitch." For die-hard Breaking Bad fans, this description immediately reminded them of Jesse Pinkman, a drug dealer in Breaking Bad who liked to use the word bitch a little too often.
This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed! Bitch!
Jesse is one of the major characters in Breaking Bad. In fact, he's the only character other than Walter White himself that appears in every episode of the series. Jesse was Walter's partner in the creation and distribution of Blue Sky meth. He joins him in the lab to cook the blue meth and also helps him sell it to the people on the streets. This is most likely how Merle got the bag of Blue Sky meth that viewers saw in his drug stash in The Walking Dead. He likely bought it from Jesse before the zombie apocalypse started. Number 3. The red Dodge Charger. When this gorgeous car appeared on screens in Breaking Bad, it was a gift from Walter to Walt Jr. In Season 4 of Breaking Bad, Walter buys his son a red Dodge Charger that looks surprisingly similar to the one Glenn steals in The Walking Dead. In Episode 2 of The Walking Dead Season 1, Glenn steals an identical red Dodge Charger while trying to get away from a bunch of walkers. But that's not the only connection Glenn has in the Breaking Bad series. When Walter goes to return the car to the automobile shop after arguing with Skyler, he leaves the car with the general manager called Glenn. Walter is charged a restocking fee of $700, but instead, he blows up the red Dodger. Is it possible that this Glenn from Breaking Bad is the same one in The Walking Dead? Could he have lived long enough to witness the events of The Walking Dead? Glenn from The Walking Dead claimed that he was a pizza guy before the apocalypse started. It's possible that Glenn started working as a pizza guy after he watched Walter blow up the red Dodger. He might have been so terrified by the explosion that he changed his occupation from a car salesman to a pizza guy. Number 4. Gail's coffee machine. Of all the connections, this might be the craziest one. And although it could mean absolutely nothing, it could also mean everything. What are the odds that the same coffee machine would appear in 2 shows? If you think back, you might remember the big strange coffee machine that Gail had in Breaking Bad. This same coffee machine appeared in the 3rd season of The Walking Dead.
My God, that is the best coffee I've ever tasted.
In the episode, Gail's extravagant coffee machine makes a cameo appearance in Milton's lab. Gustavo Fring hired Gail Boddicker to assist Walter in the lab. Gail is a chemist with a MS degree in organic chemistry. He was always extravagant, so it's no surprise that his coffee maker was larger than life. But what is a surprise is how Gail's complex coffee machine made it to Milton's lab. Milton Mamet is a scientist from The Walking Dead who worked for the governor by conducting extensive research on captured walkers. He would later betray the governor, which would ultimately cost him his life. Before his death, Milton worked in a lab where he had a coffee machine identical to the one Gail created in Breaking Bad. A machine that unique could not have simply appeared in The Walking Dead, so there has to be a reason behind it. Milton could have found the coffee maker in Gail's lab after the apocalypse began and took it with him, or he could have copied the design and made one of his own, since he is a bit of a mad scientist himself. Number 5. Gustavo Fring. When the explosion that killed Gustavo Fring went off in Season 4, Episode 13 of Breaking Bad, it shocked many fans. Not only was the scene impeccably shot, but the gore was also top-notch. Gus is badly hurt in the explosion, but he manages to walk out of the building before falling to his death. He was quite literally The Walking Dead. Number 6. Lydia's ringtone. The final notable connection between Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead is music. To catch this connection, you would need to keep your ear peeled at all times, because it's an easy one to overlook. In Episode 9 of The Walking Dead Season 10, a familiar song plays during Alpha's backstory. In the backstory, we see Alpha sing a song to her daughter named Lydia. If you pay close attention, you'll notice that this song was also played in Breaking Bad. It was the ringtone Todd set for Lydia in Breaking Bad. These 6 connections prove without a reasonable doubt that Breaking Bad was a prequel to The Walking Dead. The connections are evident and undeniable. They serve as proof to show that the 2 shows not only exist in the same universe, but are also in the same timeline. It was Walter White's actions in Breaking Bad that caused the zombie outbreak in The Walking Dead. This means that Walter has more blood on his hands than Breaking Bad fans could ever imagine. Well, that wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully, we helped you see that Breaking Bad was a prequel to The Walking Dead. Take a look at this other recent clip by Director's Choice, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we drop an episode.